one waiting. That's so funny how it says, nobody's waiting. Of course nobody's waiting. You guys don't tell anybody. That's for people who are compliant, not me. I guess I'm compliant. Aren't I? I'm compliant. Yeah. Bored? Yes, bored. Just, I don't know, I was playing around with song by the Cranberries called Zombie. I was just, and I think somebody else did a version of it that was kind of hard hitting, like balls, like crushing. But I don't know. I just wanted to. I added it's kind of an interesting part to it, but not really. But just one chord. I'm really. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll just walk this in there and I'll do something. But see, there's a lot of noise going on, and I have to really focus on what I'm doing. I don't have quiet to work, and it's raining, and I didn't want to go to the park because of the rain. I didn't want to go through the rain with my guitar in my hand. I could have covered it with plastic, but it's too risky. You know, when it's clear, I will go and do that. I'm hoping tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, there might be, somebody in that pavilion, but it doesn't matter. That's okay. Let's see. This guy had a lawsuit Takamine from 1980. He wanted to sell me. It was the Takamine had made acoustic guitars in 79 and 1980, I think. Look it up. The lettering on the headstock was just like Martin and Company, and Martin sued them or something like that. And evidently, the guitars are really nice. And he wanted $500 or $300. It had a gig bag though, and I mean, if I had the money, I would probably buy it because there's a acoustic guitar case here that I found at a bus stop last year. Some guy just left it there. I saw him get off the bus and put the case on the bench at the bus stop. And I'm like, it was right down the street. And I was like, what is going on? So he got back on another bus, and he just left the case there. And as far as I knew, there was a guitar in it. But when I got up there, it was empty. But so I brought it to this speakeasy here, this kava bar, and it's just been sitting on the back of the stage for a year or something, wanting a guitar inside. Ooh, sounds exciting, doesn't it? So anyway, damn, I wanted it, but no, I can't. It's got a Fishman pickup, and it's a really nice guitar. And it's got a lot of, it's kind of cool. It's a collector's item. The headstock is shaped like a Martin also, which is very interesting. But it says Takamine. I have to tell you, man, I really don't. I think it's all the elitism around Martin guitars. They sound good, but really it's in the player's fingers. That's what I think. I mean, the house guitar here is I think it's like a $90 or $100, made in Korea special, and the strings are past the 4th fret. The strings are like this high off the neck. This high. Playing like on the 6th fret or the 8th fret, you're like, trying to press down to make it sound good. It's good practice guitar. It'll make you a better player. It's kind of like learning to drive on a 1964 Volvo with a clutch with a high friction point. That's what I learned to drive on too. So I got bit by some ants. I think ants should bite the people who made this bill that they're passing. It's a felony homeless bill, you know. You're going to go to a cage because you're without a home. We're going to give you a home, and we're going to take your freedom. You won't be able to recover at all. It makes me really antsy. There's really very little. I mean, I've got a job, but it's not enough. I mean, you'd have to come here and see what it's like, because other than that and some of the attitudes of some of these, there's a very small majority of people here that are really like, they're NIMBYs. Not in my backyard. They'd like to basically round up people who aren't like them and put them on an island. That's where I'm on. It's just weird. It's kind of I don't know why are people like that. Is it a microwave oven? Is that what it is? No, it might be the jab. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so I have this wristband. It means I'm cool. Is this purple? I guess. It's not because it doesn't mean I'm a neoliberal or a Democrat. It means it's purple and it's a wristband. So it makes it look like I was at a bar last night. That's why I'm wearing it. I thought I'd wear it because, you know, I don't drink anymore. I don't go out and get drunk. But I am out. I am out, but I'm not out. And, I don't want to be out, but I am. I'm out there, under the stars, under the clouds, hoping that it's not going to rain. Rain sucks. Rain is a good thing when you have a home, but when it rains, there's this, hey, what's mystical misfit? I'm glad to meet you. I don't know if I've seen you before. So this is a wristband I was talking about, you know. I'm just talking about when it rains. So yeah, they're gonna I know in Orange County in Florida, they're rounding people up and making them go to that nice little distant, or that, I think it's probably a Wells Fargo financed for-profit facility that probably where you have to, I don't know, wash dishes or something. Oh, but not cool, nice visit. Gonna try to visit home this winter. Yeah, I'm never gonna go back home. I'm never gonna go back to that place north of here. Never gonna go back to DC or Maryland. Never gonna go back. I promise you that I will never set foot close to those places again. I myself do sometimes miss home. I actually miss my old friends. I lost all my phone numbers too because Google, Google, they like to punch me in the face occasionally. They have been very mean and very demonstrative to me. They're very dominating and very corrective. And in most of the time, their corrections, oh yeah, definitely Cocoa Beach. Cape Canaveral, they're both, Cape Canaveral is the slice of bread on top of Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach is the meat, and below Cocoa Beach is the unidentified satellite beach where Patrick Air Force Base is. So I went from DC to an area that is probably even more of an overkill zone in a nuclear exchange, because there's the Cape Canaveral space facility, SpaceX and all that, and then right south of it is Patrick Air Force Base. So I was in DC where there's like the central, not really a state, it's not really it's a corporation, and then you got Andrews Air Force Base, and you got all these corporation headquarters and all this stuff, all the conglomerates of all the the thought control machine and the shaping of public opinion, which is very successful. They're really good at it, and it's amazing to live in a country where you can't speak freely. Monograph said it. You know, he's right. If you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. Now, I don't watch him anymore, but I watched him years and years. I just, sometimes I move on. I really like, that's right. You can't find Satellite Beach on Google Maps. It's really kind of weird because when you look at it, you're like, I know that's Satellite Beach, but, and there's also they found a lot of toxic waste or fuel additives that were dumped on a lot of the land that was sold, and people found like drums of benzene in their backyard, in Satellite Beach. The water, the pipes are terracotta, but I think they're fixing that with that foam stuff. Well, no. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, they don't let me go there anymore. It doesn't bother me really. Yes, you got that right. I don't know what to say about that. The people that dump that stuff, they probably make the paperwork look really nice, that they did the proper thing with it, but they supposed to put it on a barge and take it out in the ocean, right? Which is better, right? Or whatever, shoot it up, put it up in space in a rocket, or give it to the dinosaurs, go back in time and feed it to them. I don't know what they're supposed to do, but a lot of people are paying the price, and it's really, really bad. I see turtles every day on the beach. They live in the dunes where the oats are, and they cross. Actually, I should have filmed it, but there was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see the water. The turtles. They're cool, man. I like the turtles. The turtles are great. I like it. So yeah, Bula, yeah, that didn't work out too well. I have a big mouth. I should keep my mouth. Anyway, I'm gonna play tonight. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get a longer slot because I have a stretch out tune that's kind of it's an A minor D or something. It's kind of I have acoustic and electric. So what I do is I do a layer of acoustic guitar, it's in kind of an A minor D major kind of weird thing, and it's kind of alchemic, kind of alchemy, kind of. I'm trying to play with explosives, So, yeah. I love acoustic and electric. I mean, there's just so many people that are just like really one or the other. I've actually met more people that like just like acoustic. And you said you play it? No, I don't play it. But see, it's one thing about electric guitar just amplifies your mistakes. It's not going to make you a better guitar player. A lot of just beginners, they go, "I'll just get electric and I'll skip the steps of learning." No, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. It's good to start on acoustic. That way you can get your dexterity and the feel of the neck, and you can comprehend what you're doing. You can feel what you're doing, and then move on. And if you want electric, well, by all means. But that's a whole nother ball of wax. You can expand that. But dealing with acoustic, I mean, it has a different. It doesn't need to. I mean, you can put a pickup in it, which I like, and you can amplify it. But it has a completely different spatial sound. An electric, I like both. I mean, the neck, on my guitar that I have right now, it's butter. But the problem is it's nearly 40 years old. I'm getting flat spots on. They're nickel frets. They're not steel, and I'm getting flat spots where I do a lot of playing and just about every key. So that's the flat spots. Yeah, I play everywhere. I don't just. I mean, in every key that you can solo in, there are three, in some cases 5 places you can play, and I love exploring all those options because I'll come up with riffs that I didn't think I could play when I transpose and I go when I start a run like from a different spot. I'll go, holy cow! How did I do that? Wow. What you have? You still have your 12 string. What kind is it? Is it? Do you know the name? The 12 string. They're good. I love 12 string. I would like to have my ideal guitars collection, not collection, just guitars to do music. Who would you think? The Kramer. I would want to have a second Kramer because I'm a spoiled brat, because I want to have 2. Because this one's wearing out. I mean, the neck's wearing out. I could get a new neck or I could get it refretted. See, here I am talking about the original Kramer, the 1985 Focus that I have that I just love. I got it at a pawn shop in 2017. Wow, love it. It's really good. It also has a 1958 Les Paul pickup in the neck position, which is unusual. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I remember. It's good to see you. I remember you now. Yeah. So where are you now? Are you in, is it Colorado or something? Wow. Those are really cool. I had I think I told you, I had a Tama Dreadnought. It was a 1972 prototype made by Tama that makes drums. Oh, okay. Northern California. Wow. Must be nice there. There's low humidity, isn't it? I don't like humidity. DC is full of blah. So here I come to Florida where it's real. But, oh God. Northern California. It was very nice. This is weird. It was a prototype made by a man in Japan. I did some research I used the serial number in it, and it was made by this, I can't remember his name, this man in Japan, and there was only like 1 or 2 of them, okay? And I was looking around and I saw this Neil Young album cover. He had a Tama acoustic, just like the one I have in my hand. And I was going, oh no. Could it be? The man who gave it to me, I was in New Mexico, and I can't remember his name for some reason, but he was kind of like he had a PhD in physics and all kinds. He was kind of like one of those people that's very, gives people, not a life coach, but I went to this thing called Father, Sons, and Brothers, which is out in New Mexico in the desert. And it was basically, almost a week of just doing paying attention to what your ancestors left with you inside of your life, and brothers, it was fun. I mean, what I noticed in New Mexico when I got there, and I had a video up, but I think I took it down or something, was the quiet. Yeah. The quiet in the New Mexico desert. It made me realize that, even more than I already noticed, that we are constantly bombarded with noise and cacophony and banging, and air conditioners turning on, and sirens, and, like in DC, gunshots, and sometimes fireworks, or, I myself, I'm not too transfixed by fireworks, although I will film them because I think they're interesting. But I kind of like agree with what George Romero stated in Land of the Dead, where they used fireworks in the movie to distract the zombies so they could forage for supplies. So in other words, they had this long truck where it was like a battle bus, you know, it was like had armor and stuff and machine guns and stuff, and they would plow through. This is like, it was Land of the Dead had Dennis Hopper in it and stuff, and you know, George Romero, you know, I think it was kind of good. I liked the movie anyway, but there was a metaphor. You know how he made a statement about consumerism with Dawn of the Dead with the mall, right, where you have everything, but on the outside there's death, right? Well, he was making a statement about, and it was kind of a bold one. I don't think a lot of people picked up on it, but it's kind of bold. Like, you know, pay attention. You know, because like when they'd shoot the fireworks up, they'd go, they'd stand there and go, they'd be like, you know, distracted because in their life, you know, whoa. So that was interesting. About, you know, the zombies, they have supposed to have residual memory. And that there was none of that in the movie I was in, the remake of Dawn of the Dead. It was just, you're running. It was basically, it was zombies on 28 Days Later rage virus. It was like, you can't run if you're dead. Now, 28 Days Later, those people were still alive. It was a virus. So they were still alive. Although the virus did deplete their bodies of all its moisture, and they died, you know, after, I don't know, a month or something. But here, you know, a zombie's going to rot, but they're going to still move, right? So I just didn't, I mean, George Romero made some points when I saw him at Full Sail in 2003, or was it 2003 or something? Yeah, I saw a thing for the film class where him and Tom Savini, you know, they were talking about, you know, movies, you know, filmmaking, and it was for the film class, you know. You know, I don't know if you know George Romero, but he died a few years back, and he made the first, you know, real popular zombie movie called Night of the Living Dead, with the house and the farmhouse and outside Pittsburgh, and the lady was, you know, wearing the raincoat. She falls down, twists her ankle, and she's all weak and stuff, you know. And there's a black man in there, and at the end, what was interesting about that movie is that the only survivor in the house was a black man, and in 1968, that was kind of controversial. No, he didn't do it for that reason, but it's just how it worked out. But of course, he's in the window, and this guy out there who's shooting zombies goes, "Hey, there's one in there!" Bam, and they shoot him. But he wasn't dead, so it's kind of like, oh my god. Only the audience knows that, you know. So I like movies like that. I mean, I like movies with really bad endings. A lot of movies I like, people go, "I didn't like the end," and I go, "Yeah, I like the end." You know why? Because it makes you think. Because it's not all movies are going to have those endings. I like the end of Castaway, where he's in that road, he's standing in that crossroads, and you don't know whether he goes to see the woman who, the package he held the whole time he was on the out lost. They had that package of hers, you know, and I think that he went, you know, said, "Hey, I like your dog. Can I come in and have some bacon?" So anyway, I'm gonna end this live stream.
Good. How are you? Good.
How do you do? So I would like to invite anybody, if you're on this island, if you're in Merritt Island, or even if you're in Cocoa, you can bring your butt here, and I will be playing tonight. There's a bunch of other people playing. I don't know what else to say. I work at a resort that's in South Cocoa Beach. It's very nice guest house resort, beachfront guest house. I keep forgetting the name. I've been there a month now. But it's 18 rooms, and it's very kind of eccentric, eclectic, very homey. Hey, homey. And I like it. So, you know what's really great? People leave food. And it's usually really good stuff. Yeah, the last room the other day when I worked, this one suite that I cleaned, they left a whole baked chicken in the refrigerator, and I was like, "Thank you." I was hungry. I ate almost the whole thing. I mean, you know, if you go without food, you'll stretch your. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. You want to see what it looks like? You've probably seen it, or I don't know how many people are watching, but I have such great viewership. See? It looks like Rockville, Maryland, but it has palm trees. There's water on both sides. That's all it is. So one other thing, I had this idea. I want to make a public service announcement about this bill. What the heck is it called? I know I put it somewhere. Someone wrote it. The bill number that has the criminalization of homelessness. I can't remember what the bill number is. Shit. Pardon me. I didn't mean to cuss. Let me see if I can find it. What do I do with it? I didn't write the numbers down. But I want to make a PSA about, and it's going to seem like it's real. I want to make it seem like it's very serious and it's real, and it's a real public service announcement that, like, either the governor of Florida or some other authoritative figure, maybe a Klaus Schwab type guy, or maybe a Biden type retard, or some kind of Trumpish kind, some party affiliate, hardline, demonstrative kind of dominating boss type, like not like Tony. No, Tony Soprano wouldn't want to do this. No, it's like on this coming Sunday, the 24th of blah blah. Do your part if you are homeless. Take steps to end your life. Whether it's by hanging or just make sure no one else is hurt. Just go ahead and rid the country of your burden. Just go, blah blah blah. At high noon, blah blah blah. Do your part. End your life. It's time to stop the humiliation you're giving property owners. You lower our value by being alive. When people see you, it's embarrassing. So, and I think that would really make it clear. There are people that don't want to live in a home, and I do not envy them. It's not what I want to do. I want to be a productive musician. In order to do that, I need to practice, and I'd like to have a home again. So I'm not going to tolerate being a third-degree felon for not having a roof over my head. That's not something I'm going to tolerate. And that's Joseph Goebbels kind of stuff that is very not cool. It's very screwed up. Now, if your property is so delicate that it's going to be embarrassed by the existence of a guy like me walking by with a backpack on, or riding by on a bike, or stopping and sitting down and eating something, I think that you're a pretty weak-willed person, and you need to get your priorities straight. Oh, that's right. They're replacing us with people from other places, so they can, just go ahead and. It's really a bad. What I think is coming, I think is going to be very extremely bad. But right now, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to go play some music, and I would like you to have a great night. I want you to have the best night you could have. Do something that you love. Think about something that makes you happy. Read a book, like a paper book, or get outside, look up at the sky, and ask some questions. Or walk your dog, pet your cat, if you have a cat, if you have a dog. Feed them, pet them, talk to them. If you have a bird, talk to the bird, feed the bird. Take a drive. If you have a 1969 Camaro, jump in that sucker and drive like it's Sunday. Yeah. If you have a bicycle, get on it and ride. Or if you already did, then great. Make a cheeseburger and watch reruns of MASH. Make a cheeseburger and watch Seinfeld. Make a cheeseburger and watch Escape from New York. Kurt Russell. I heard you died. Anyway, I'm out of gas. I love Escape from New York. That is one of my favorite all-time movies. I've been thinking a lot about it lately. Donald Pleasance as the president. Pretty funny. At the end, what happens is really funny. It's that guy, Isaac Hayes is in it, okay? The Duke of New York. Yeah, you're the Duke! Anyway, I think I'm out of material. I'm gonna go, maybe I'll eat something, eat some food. 31 minutes, okay? That's the end. I don't have a sign off anymore. I've used so many of them that I'm tired of them. There's my face for radio saying good night. Oh, and what? 10 or 11, you won't. And they won't tell you either. But you can come back and look for it. It'll probably be, very terrible, very bad audio. This new phone I have is crappy microphone, and the bit rate is so bad. It's so embarrassing to post a video of me just playing in the park, but I have no other way to do it. So, I'm a solid amateur, keeping me in my place, right? You're never going to be hurt by anyone who means anything. You're going to suffer. Thank you, Google. I do not understand why this is true. I am too authentic and I need to be fake. Goodbye. Don't lose hope, okay? Don't lose hope. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. And if you want to prevent forest fires, don't light a match.